Welcome back, everybody, to Elder Scrolls Online with Tamrain, our crafter. We are heading into episode 303, and we are currently in Elsweyr. As you see, when I last left you, we were at the residence in Malabel Tor. However, I had some inventory tidying to do, so I brought all of my characters in to deposit their recipes and whatnots into the bank, so my main could have a look through and see what she didn't have. And now it's these characters' turn to pick up what they want
is an honorable
or what they don't have. So we're just going to just jump right in. I'm going to go to recipes. I'm going to pick up anything the main didn't need that the others brought in that Tamrain doesn't have. She has most things, so I'm not expecting to find a huge amount. We're also looking at scripts for scribing, so she can have that one back now. And that's that. Basically, we're just working our way through. We've got so yes, we've got a few things here Tams doesn't have, but this is part of my character maintenance. Is I
didn't realize you were
put all of the recipes I can find. Ooh, a jewelry crafting survey. Oh, look here. All of the recipes I can find in on one character, on my main character, and then I just let them filter down to my other crafter or crafters, as the case may be. So except for the ones that each individual crafter purchases from their guild store, which I don't do online if I can help it. Right, there we go. Now, so if you are ever looking for crafting recipes and you've gone through all the boxes and the bits and backpacks and urns and you just want to hurry up the process, this is one way to do it.
There are many guilds and many
so go to the guild store.
This one is...
Now, you could just enter all items and hit R, but you'll get a ton of stuff that you probably don't want to know about. The other thing you can do is you can go down to consumables, and you'll see that the recipes are listed. Food recipe, drink recipe, motif, furnishing plan. Furnishing plans section covers, let me hit R again, covers all of the different things. You have designs, patterns, formulas, blueprints, diagrams, and praxis. Okay. And I'm pretty sure praxis, yes. So if you have a look at the recipe itself and go across, you will see praxis is an enchanting diagram. Diagrams are a blacksmithing thing. Blueprints are woodworking, and so on and so forth. So each different thing has its thing. Now I'm going to go a little bit nuts. Here we'll pick up some of the stuff that we don't have because this guild is pricing it really reasonably. So a lot of my recipes I get from gathering, and a lot of them I get by setting myself a limit. Did I just pick up one of those? Now that's the other thing you've got to be careful of is guilds will have multiples of recipes, so you've got to actually just go back in to your thing, pick up your item purchased, you just click on it, and then you just take your attachments. And then what will happen? So hopefully I haven't picked up any duplicates because I'm not that wealthy. No, there we go. So we'll go back into Nashala here. The nice thing about shopping at guilds, once you've put in a certain thing, it'll remember it. So in this case, it's remembered I was looking at furnishing plans. Right, so there we go. Getting into 110 now. 129 is really reasonable. There are some recipes I just won't go chasing because they're too expensive. I won't buy because they're too expensive. I'll go looking for them. These guys have a really nice variety. Thank you so much for putting these up, guys. I have already been through my my own guild stores with my main. There's nothing in there that my main doesn't have. And like I said, I'll go through them with this one off screen. Okay, now we're getting into the expensive part. Man, that crept up on me quick. Okay, getting a bit too pricey for me there. Alrighty, so let's go and learn our recipes. Just taking out a nice big chunk. I'm going to have to go and put them into my chart later. You got to highlight it for you will learn. Alrighty. I've picked them all up, but I haven't learnt them. So let's go into consumables and then across to recipes. That way I don't have to dodge all the other things in my backpack to learn them. Let's get these out of our pack. Actually, that was the other thing I should have. Yeah, I should have learnt them before I went back in. It's one thing to pick them up. They are missed a step. So pick them up out of your letterbox. It won't tell you you've learnt them. Go into your I'll put that in the bank for my main. Go into your where is she? There she is.
This one's guild is nice.
Go into your inventory, learn them, then go back to the store. That's the step I missed. So food recipe wise, how are we doing? Alright, that's my limit. Drink recipe wise, how are we doing? Okay, that's above my limit. Motif wise, how are we doing? Ooh, Dremora boots. Well, let's have a few of those. Dremora maces. Sapiarch. See, now we're getting a little exy. Where are we at? 461? Alright. What's a master crafter that can't craft in your style, okay? Okay, let's stop there. I know. The other trick is, yes, you want to collect them all, but set yourself a limit, for goodness sake. Otherwise you'll be a very broke little bunny. Okay, when you learn a motif, it'll take you out of your inventory. Don't hit escape, hit I. It'll bring you back straight back into it. What was that about, not wanting to dodge all the other garbage in my backpack? Right, so this is here. We go to style motifs. This will bring me up to one thing I didn't learn. There we go. So very, very slowly we're going to build up our collection of recipes. You just, every now and then you just got to go a little bit nuts and go looking for stuff and actually purchase it. Of course, now we'll probably find some of those in the wild, but that's fine. We'll pass them on to our other crafters. Let's start with food recipes, see what she's got for here. Yeah, okay, above my pay grade. Okay. Furnishing plans. I like being able to furnish my own house. Oh, that sounds painful. A spiked stool. It's possible it's just the style. Those. That. I always like a good shelf. A good shelf you can put stuff on. Oh, that looks interesting. What's that about? What are we at? 450. Okay, so I've got enough for that. And then everything else is above my pay grade. Go to motifs, hit R. Pretty sure I won't get, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I won't get anything for under 376. Oh, so tempting. Right, but that's that. Alrighty, let's go into our thingammy. What's it? Read this. So that is how simple it is to pick up new new recipes if you don't mind spending a little bit, if you have enough to spend. If you're short of cash, go do some quests. Questing pays well. It just takes a bit of your time. Or go and enter dungeons or whatever. It's not hard. I don't have anything in at a cellar, so, and when I do put things in, they don't sell. so I just don't bother. I go and earn it out in the wild. Alrighty. So there you go. Secrets of finding new recipes. It's not hard. It's not even very expensive for the basic ones. Some of those basic recipes you can buy from the chef for 250, and in a lot of those guilds they're selling for 10 or 100. So sometimes it helps to shop around. That's that. Now we were going to furnish, and I think I picked up a couple of enchanting praxis. So let's see if we got some nice enchanting bits and bobs to put in our house. Maybe some new lighting that we haven't got before. So we will do that while we're doing our daily writs that we should be remembering to do. I could go and run you through the New Moon Festival, sorry, the new Life Festival again, but I have already run that with my main, and I'm content. Let's deconstruct a few things. There we go. Go into creation. Go to 2. I know what I forgot to do. It was, now did I write that down? Yes, it was. All right. I'll check that later. Someone wants a specific style of something, and I forgot to check to see if I could make it so she could have it for her sticker book. That's okay. That happens. All right. Let's have a look in our blueprints. We've got some new ones. We've got some courtyard blueprints. Dining hearth. What I'm actually looking for is lighting. So we have light posts. We have torches. What does that look like? Let's have a look at T for preview. Right. And then we have practical. Oh, that's a bit big. You know what we should do before we go too much further with this? We should have a look in P for group and activity finder. Golden pursuits. We are so close to being able to frost gather something. I know. We're also very close to this. We're working on that. 5 endeavors well grouped. I haven't done that yet. I should probably find a group and do some endeavors. 5 fallen players. Okay, so the one I revived at New Life didn't count. Never mind. Refine raw materials. We are getting there slowly. Deconstruct or research 50 pieces of equipment. Getting there slowly. Not going to rush it. It's going to happen soon enough. Place 5 lighting furnishings is what we're working on. These are our golden pursuits, not our endeavors. Pickpocket, yeah, not going to happen. Maybe will happen. Depends on how many thieves' troves I find. Group dungeons. We could go and do group dungeons. That's just beating up the group dungeon bosses. Oh wait, no, group dungeons. Sorry, that's signing on. I'll get there eventually. Alrighty, into our endeavours for today. Deconstruct 8 items at a clothier table. Destroy 5 flesh atronachs. Ew. Complete a battleground match. Acquire 1 Mundus Stone boon and obtain 2 verses in the Infinite Archive. Okay, there you go. That was our woodworking station. We've done everything there. So nothing I really want to chase then, except maybe the lighting furnishings, deconstruction. This one will go in my sticker book because I don't have it yet. That's pretty good. Anything in clothing? No, that'll give me some materials though. Let's go to construction. Hopefully I won't forget and deconstruct it. It has been known to happen. Alrighty. So every day there are dailies that give you opportunities to earn gold and bits and pieces. And I really tend to neglect these. on most of my characters because I tend to focus on questing and I've got limited time. Alrighty, let's have a look at our lighting options. They're kind of cool. Depends what feel we want for the house. You know what? I like that. So you have one set down, you have one that you can hang. So these are blacksmithing lights. That's a light? Oh, very cute. An empty candle holder. That's kind of sad. Khajiit lantern. Necrom. That's kind of cute though. Alright, so there's those. For outside. That's kind of cute too. That's actually kind of like this one more. I can't bend it so I can look at it the other way. And a vampiric candlestick. I don't know if you'd put that on your bedside table. You might not wake up. Right, in your suite you've got a Colovian dresser. Noble in your metalwork. That makes sense when you look at it. Dining, Daedric bench, Daedric pedestal. Yeah, okay, very Daedric. Let's go this way. Did I destroy my woodworking stuff? No. Oh, thank goodness. I know. Deconstruct what? 8 items at a clothing station. Let me see if I have 8 items. No. It was 8, wasn't it? Yeah. Alright, well that's easy enough to fix. Let's create 6 more that we can just destroy. Alright, back into my destruction mode. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And over on the right hand side you can see 10 seals of endeavour have been added to our account. That's pretty good. 1 down, 2 to go. Now into our creation. Over to braces. Accept that. Over to helmet. Accept that. Over to arm cops. Accept that. Just make sure everything's lined up properly, otherwise you'll be sad. Alright, that's done. Oh, what lighting options have we got at the clothing station? That's a good question. We have a lot of bedding options here. No lighting options. So you go to suite and you can see there's a whole bunch of beds in here. Scattered bedding. Looks like I've been adventuring in areas without really civilized beds. No, there's a dark elf bed. What does that look like? That's alright. High aisle bed. Yep. Khajiit bed fur. It's like a little cat cushion. Look, it's a little orc cushion. Oh, I'll stop now. You can put the bedding on a bed, okay? Into the dining room. Khajiit bench padded. I should probably stop very, very soon. Rightio. Let's go. We've done our clothing. Right, so we're going to toddle over to our enchanting station. Now, if you remember last time I looked in here, we had nothing in our praxis. So let me just do the thing in order so that I don't get too lost. I destroyed all that stuff over at the clothing table. Did I remember to actually make any stuff? Let me check. Who's that? Okay, it's cooking. It's okay. Let's have a look at what lighting we now have. I do remember picking up something that was very Allied lamp. Ornate. What does that look like? That's cute. Clockwork illuminator. Compact. Right. Khajiit fire pit. Brick. Tideborn fire pit. Covered in stone. That is kind of cute. Vampiric lamp. Azure triple. Sconce. So this will give you some very cold lighting. Turned up, turned down. There you go. Sweet. Structures. This is where your urns are. So we're getting a nice collection of stuff. It's kind of cool. Sand meditation ring. I like it. Courtyard. There you go. All right, sorry, enough faffing about. I'm just enjoying looking at the furnishings because it is part of what I do with this game. I enjoy that sort of thing. I find it a little bit clunky to place stuff though. Either I went nuts crafting, or I found a lot of pewter rings. I'm not sure which. But that's okay, we'll break them down. We don't need to improve our pewter crafting, but we can have the materials. That wasn't too bad. Alright. Make the thing. So one of each today, right? And into sketches. No, it was jewelry sketches I had none of. My bad, not enchanting. Gonna have to go looking for them. Alrighty, off to cook. Remember not to steal the food off the thing. He gets very upset. Alright, meat dishes. No, today we're doing fruit dishes. First hold fruit and cheese. Good thing Bastian is not around. He gets mad even though he knows he can't eat it. He just gets upset that you're cooking something he can't eat. Presumably he feels left out. But I think he's lactose intolerant because he makes that comment of milk or cheese always no, milk upsets my stomach or something. And so yes. So poor Bastian is lactose intolerant. Not something you want to wish on anybody. Formula. Lighting. A dark elf lantern oil. Well, that looks kind of cute. What about a Draz lamp? Portable. Also fairly cute. Conservatory. Fabricant trees. Clustered maple. Wow. Metal trees. Alright. Library. I was whining about not having... That's right. Where's my carpentry station? We need a desk, a chair, and some bookcases. Let's have a look and see what we can actually make. We also need some outside lighting. Dining. A small table would be good. We don't want a big formal table. That's probably huge, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's nice though. Let's find ourselves. Okay, a dining table. A kitchen table, always smaller. Small square table. Now that's nice, so we could do that. Why don't we make ourselves one of those? Which means, what did we just use? Breton? Did the Breton chairs look okay? Let's have a look at slatted. Okay, windowed. It's nicer. Let's make ourselves 2 of those. Okay. And then I guess we've got chair, table, Nord table, Nord trestle braced. Yep. Necrom table. That is very pretty, isn't it? Laowan stuff is always nice as well. Alrighty, but that's not what we're doing. We're going down here. Let's have a look at hearth. Holy snap and dolly. There's a few bits and pieces we could add in there, isn't there? I'm looking for a shelf. Because I want to have a... That's pretty. I want to have a shelf above the fireplace to act as a mantle piece. Like that. Alright, so we have that. We just picked up the Orcish shelf long. That actually is more of what I'm looking for. I mean, this is really elegant. But this It looks like it belongs over a fireplace. Redguard desk. I think that's my only desk, isn't it? That would go above the desk. Let me just see if there's any more desks in here. There's a high elf desk, which looks more like a table. Oh, don't tell them I said that. They'll get upset. Alright, so we're going to go with the Redguard desk, which we'll craft. We'll do a Redguard shelf to go above it. What are Tideborn shelves like? Pretty. Not what I'm after, but pretty. Oh, we could put them in a corner and put fruit and veg on them, because that would look about right. Nord bookcase for an alcove. Braced. Wall. Khajiit desk. You know, I am going to craft myself one of those just in case I want it. Alright, it's the only bookcase I've got. Now, what else did we want? Parlour. End tables look very much like dressing tables. So for putting beside the bed. Oh, and I needed a chair for the desk. So we're going to go into here. We're going to look for Redguard. Hopefully. Okay, probably not a backless chair. No, maybe not. I might just grab one more Breton chair in that case. No. That looks more like it belongs there. Okay. What else did we need? I wasn't happy with the rugs that I had. Let me just have a quick look in my blacksmithing station and we'll see what's available in here. I know it looks like we're house flipping today. There's a few things there that are interesting. I wonder if I have any dividers. I'm not sure where you'd find them though. What is that? Okay, it's a cage. Yeah. Okay. I don't think we can craft windows yet. Alright, over here we wanted to find rugs. So, structures. Oh, structures. I was also looking for a stable. Okay, no. Parlour. Because parlour is where your tapestries are. Okay, that's hanging. That's pretty. So is that. I like this also. Ooh. Okay. Okay, banners, runners, carpets. I actually like that too. Let's have 2 of those. And there was I think that's too plain. Alright. Let's we still haven't got any lighting though, have we? Library. I might come back for those. They would just help make things look complete. I'm looking for... I'm not seeing it. Okay, let's go back to our woodworking. We're going to look for a stable. See if I actually know it. I may not with this character. So we have courtyards stuff. And I guess we'll get into that once we've worked out what else we want. Structures is what we're looking for. So not really. Not really. Well, actually not in that anyway. We looked at the blacksmithing structures. Sorry, mate. I ran into your grinding wheel. Hopefully I did not grind anything important. Over here to enchanting. Let's have a quick look in here. I still didn't pick up any lighting, did I? I'm going to have to bite the bullet and choose something. Tea. Okay, that was cold light. Let's grab one of those. I'm going to see what that looks like in the fireplace. I'm not sure if it'll work. That's not bad, is it? When did I... Right. Ah, structures. My bad. I was looking. No, nothing there. Lost. Yes, very lost. Here we go. Structures. Oh, I keep forgetting I haven't learnt anything in there. Alchemy station. What do I know in the alchemy station? I'm just wondering where the next... I think I'm going to need a hanging lamp or 5. Cooking fires. You actually get furnishings in cooking fires as well. This is where you get your food things that you often see displayed. But we're going to have a look in parlour. And we're going to have a look in lighting. See if there's anything in here that appeals. No. Undercroft. Alright. I think we probably have enough to do a little bit of decorating this episode. Let's go and turn in our
A moment, please.
Let's see what we've got. I am almost tempted to take her for a run through New Life, just to see what we can pick up today. And it would be a speed run, so we did all the readings over the last 3 or 4 episodes. This time, because they say the same thing, I would be just picking it and running. I think I can do it in almost an hour, so it would be a full episode of how we speed run the New Life event and see what happens afterwards. Very tempted. Because you do get some furnishings in it. Alright, let's play what's in the box. Okay, let's play what's in this backpack. Sometimes you get some new stuff. What's in the urn? And what's in the other urn? Radio. Junk. Let's go with consumables. Containers. Now I don't have to faff about with anything else. We will go and do those woodworking surveys and things that we... Oh my gosh, yeah, we're going to go do surveys next. Because otherwise they build up.
That could fetch a nice price.
That was such a nice price. I agree, Dan. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright, let's have a look at our recipes. Anything new? Nope, that'll go in the bank. Style motifs, nothing there. Right, we're going to open these up. And I'll just see if I've got anything else I need to open up as well. I know I'm going to try and find a home for these. That happens. And I know all of those, and okay, they'll go into the bank as well. Rightio. Now. That's right, bank first. I've put a furnishing box in that house, so we don't need to worry. All of the furnishings that were in the bank are now in the box. And from all my other characters, they also have put their furnishings in, so we can now access them. Go into Elsweyr,
Concerned about
go
fees.
bank, go deposit, consumables, master rates, containers. Yeah, I'm a little bit short of space to be putting my extras in yet. That will happen. I've got to go back through my other characters and see what recipes they need. And then any that they don't need can go into banks. We are going to a house. Go U for collections if you're on keyboard and mouse. Go to housing. We were at Blackvine Villa. Let's travel to the house. Travel to the inside. Alright. Now, we do have a lot to go, so my stable is going over there when I can finally work one out. We do need an outside source of light, so we'll have to work on that as well, but inside is where we're going. That's what I wanted to do this episode. I wanted to go to Malabel Tor and go hunting Sylvanar sapstones. Alright. Let me go F5. Left click to edit. R to put into the inventory. Back it up a little bit. Let's go to R to browse. We're going crafting stations, Luna, merchant, music, storage. Oh yeah, I've got a ton of storage now. I've got to do something with that. Storm cloud, or storm control, house guests, conservatory. Oh, that's right. We've been picking mushrooms, plants, saplings, vines, trees. That's kind of fun. Courtyard stuff, vehicles, wells, yard ornaments. Yep. Art gallery. No, what I'm actually here for is sweet, if we can find it. Okay. Bedding. I'm not sure why I'm not seeing the things I just made. Trunks. Maybe I just made that. Imperial bed single. Okay, so I did make the Imperial bed. No, I thought I made something else. Sigh. Alright, well I guess we'll put that back. Where are we going? 3. No, 1. And then 2, bring it back around. And then 1 again to straighten it up, otherwise it will drive me nuts. And we want T, snap the surface drag, so that we can actually sit it on something easily. Push it back, bring it out. I think it needs to just wiggle this way a little bit. Bring it out. Alright, I'm going to grab this thing and I'm going to stick it over here. You know what? Let's grab our vault. Oops. No, put that back down. Escape. Now we'll use our vault. We will go depositing our furnishings. I did make an Imperial bed, my bad. What are you doing carrying all of this stuff, Tam? Right, there we go. Let's get some stuff done. I wanted a mantle. Okay. I wanted a Khajiit fireplace. Let's go F5 R. Sigh. Into lighting. No, it's not lighting. I thought it was lighting. Yeah, it was lighting. Let's place that thing. Now, this one, we're actually going to take the surface drag off because I want to sink it. Hopefully I can get this. Okay. Into the ground a little bit. Move it into the actual fireplace. I don't know if this will work. Let's do that. And right click. Right click. To put away. Alright, it kind of works. We'll leave it at that. I could probably put some logs on it so the fire came through it, but there we go. Now we have a fire in the fireplace. It's not quite what I want, but it will do for now since I don't have anything. Okay, this is my rug of the undaunted rectangular. I wanted a shelf. Let's get that down. So R to browse. And library, shelves. Alright, so it was a toss-up between the high elf shelf long. Oh, it was the high elf shelf long I chose the end. Alright, well fine then. And I want to put it... It's going to annoy me. Alright, how big is it? We're going to sink it into the... I want to sink it to vanish those things there. Alright, well it doesn't look like it's going to do what I want it to. Because I don't like those... Unless those dangly bits, we can just ignore them. Let's just pop that there. Yeah, alright, they just look like irritating bits of decoration now. There, now we can put things above the fire. That is going to irritate me. I'm going to have to make a different shelf. Alright, over here, this is where we're going to put our little office. Or was I going to put it over here? No, we're not. We need a kitchen table. Let's go get that. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Dining. Into here, grab our table. Right, now I chose a Breton square. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe I should have chosen something round. But let's see how this looks. Let's go T to put the surface drag back on so we don't stick it through the floor. I'm going to move it a little bit out. We'll pop that thing down there. Then we're going to go back in, select a chair. Yep, so this is our Breton chairs. We wanted to place both of these. So let's wander this way. Come here. And we're going to turn that into the table. Oh, you can turn it, and then what you can do is just adjust it as you go. Then you wander this way and turn it around. Bring it back. Right. Now I did have a bookshelf, which I want to put over here, I think. Maybe. Alright. So that's a little dining nook. I'm just working out where I want the desk. See, I was going to put more workstations in here. But it's kind of, we've got an alchemy station. We've got a jewelry crafting station. Maybe that's all they're interested in here. So what we can do is go R to select. We're looking at, alright, where does the... So we had a choice between an orcish desk engraved and a Redguard desk sturdy. Let's have a look. I know, I'm actually more partial to this one, but it might not be what we want. Let's see. That does look like it suits it, right? Alright, well, what about the Redguard desk? You know, I am going to go orcish, I think, with this one. Yeah. And we're going to pop that thing. I know, it's very, very clunky. I'm going to pop that right there. Then we're going to come back out. And we're going to grab a chair, so back into dining. And we'll go chairs, and we're going to grab that dark elf chair there. Place that thing in behind here. Now I did have a Dres lantern. Let's grab that thing. So we're going to go into lighting. Meridian sconce, you reckon? Let's have a look at that. These are chandeliers. I'm going to actually put it on a short thing. We're going to put it up there. Right, now our house has got some light. But what I want in here, I'm thinking the red guard. No, that's got burning bits in it. Enchanted lights. Oh, I was thinking red guard. Now I've changed my mind. Fires, lamps, lanterns. Let me have a look at that. Halalu lantern. That's kind of pretty. There's a red guard lantern cage, but I think that's a hand. This looks like... So what I came in here for was this one, so we'll stick with this one. And I'm going to put it over here in the corner. Now the other thing we... Oh, I have two of them. I need a dressing table. Looks like we're doing that one. It's kind of big. I'm going to put it there, but I actually want to straighten it a little bit. Right, now we want our lantern. I did make 3 of them. I don't want that there though. I want the I want a shelf. Elf on a shelf. Ah, I did not say that out loud. Alrighty. Let's go back into library. And we're going to go shelves. We're going to go... Now, I said Tideborn shelves double for like a kitchen. Oh, holy Julie, they are huge, aren't they? Alright. I want to put dividers up, but I don't think I have any. So I need to make a space for the dividers as well as... Alright, that can go somewhere else for a minute. And put that over here. And then back into shelves. I have a Breton bookcase tall, which I want to put... Now, where's my desk? There it is. Okay, so I want to put that. I was going to put it in behind the table, but I think I'm going to put it in here. Yeah. Now I need to move it properly. Alright. which still does not solve the dilemma I've got over here. So I need another shelf. Oh. Not sure I want that there. Give me that. I was going to put it there, but that blocks the window if I do that. So just set it into the wall a little bit. I think I need a second one to mirror it. Yes, we have two windows, two bookshelves, one on either side. It still doesn't do what I want it to, which is annoying. All right, let's go into R. We need shelves, so red guard shelf sturdy. Let's grab this. And we want to put this where I originally planned this, was for it to go here. I wanted to center it. I know, it's driving me crazy. Now let's just make sure it's on the wall. It looks very on the wall. All right. So now we have a red guard shelf on the wall. There we are. What's next? All right. So I did have some rugs I wanted to put down. So over here, I was thinking I was going to put the in a parlor. Parlor is where your rugs are. Rugs and carpets. Breton rug, starburst is what I was thinking for this corner. Where'd it go? There it is. So this, we use rugs to help delineate our spaces. Right. Put that one away for a minute. I know I need a hearth rug, just not that one. Alright, so that suits that space. Let's go and get something for under the desk. See, these are too tiny, I think. Okay, that's my bedside rug. Oh, goodness me. Alright. Put it there. And then we're just going to adjust it using these. Which works if everything is square. So now what we've got are zones. And the rugs help delineate. I'm not sure I'd put a rug under this. Unless I've got a working rug. Let's have a look. I have an orcish carpet fringed, which looks like it should go under a desk. Whoa, except it's huge, so maybe I'm just going to have to delineate the entire space. I don't like doing it that way. Let's do it this way. I'm going to actually put the rug underneath the pillars. If I can get away with it. I need to turn the surface drag off. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. Hopefully that's not sticking out. No, I'm watching where it's going with the pillar. All right, let's see what that looks like. You know what I'm thinking? Thinking that's going to look better over here than this. So let's go with... I know it's a completely different kind of episode for me, this one. Apologies. Yeah, I think this suits this spot better. Let's there we go. I still feel like there should be something here, even though it's really not practical. You're going to have chemical spills, you're going to have jewelry, bits and bobs, like little offcuts and shavings flying everywhere, so yeah. Alright, we do want something in front of this fire, like a chair or a bench with maybe some end tabley bits on it, and definitely another rug here. So what have we got by way of rugs, by way of other rugs? I mean, we have the Rug of the Undaunted. What does that thing look like? And Rug of the Undaunted rectangular, which I think still fits really well. Breton carpet square. It's really dull, but let's have a... Oh, okay, no, it's huge. Alright. Alright, you know, we will use that here. We're going to pretend whoever owns this place has sliced the rug up. Come on. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this here. Right, and then we're going to put the rest of the rugs away. And what we're going to do is we're going to now square that, now that we've come back here. Okay, so we're going to turn it and move. This, I have to admit, this is much bigger than I thought it was. Alright. I know we've got a bit of overlap here, but what I'm hoping, let me just see if I can get the fringed rug to go under without losing it. No, the answer is no. Alright, that has to stay there. Once we get the dividers in, we'll have this part here divided. So we'll have like a screen. Alright. So I now have a bit of a workspace with some lighting. I need to put some books on that shelf, but that's fine. I need a second Breton bookcase tall to go in that corner. And then we need something in here. What have I got? Alright, let's see if anything strikes. Okay. Oh no, we're not putting it in the... Oh, wait. T. Surface drag on again. That's right, I took it off for the rug, didn't I? I forgot. Now I've got to remember to make it look like it's on the rug. Easier said than done. Okay, this drives me crazy. We can't do very precision placing. Well, we can do it, it's just not easy. Alright, now I have a rug. What else is in my little box of tricks? I do have an armory station. I'm not sure if I want to put it in here as well. We won't get started in the courtyard. That is a whole nother story happening out there. I think those are a little big. Display. We'll go to knickknacks another day. Ah, that's where that is. It's art. I use it as a garden monster. Anyway. I have some more paintings, mounted decor, sorry. Then we have a whole bunch of paintings. We have some smaller paintings in here. How big is that? Because it looks like it should hang over a desk. Who is this person? And why are these pieces important to them? What is their story? What is their story? Important, but no. Alright, what else have we got? Thrones, no. I don't think that works. Now how can I get it back out? Oh, there it is. Okay. Library desks, literature, maps, Twimmer star chart. That's too big for that. And it won't fit there. Where are we putting this? Right. The quiet mage. Almost. Remains. Right. Yeah. No. I'll think about it. It could be part of that person's story. I mean, we could put a festive fur in. Oh wow, that thing is huge. Okay, maybe not right now. I wonder if they've got plain furs for when it's not festive season so we can switch them out. Alright, so that's basically that. I still want either 3 sapstones, 1, 2, and 3, or 2 sapstones, 1 and 2. But I think it's just F5. It's starting to come together. We've got a place to eat now. We haven't put our cooking utensils and stuff in yet, but that's fine. We do need a bench of some kind to sit in behind this rug, or maybe a couple more of these, padded chairs, possibly. I think probably a bench. I've earned a golden pursuit reward for placing the lighting furnishings. That's why. Well, let's go claim our reward. Oh, whoa! We had. Okay, there we go. New life, frost gathering. View in collections. So at the moment we've been doing Fatestrand Harvest. We have Murkmire Harvest. Well, seeing as we've just earned it, let's set it to active. And why don't we preview it to see what it looks like? Wow, Tam. Okay. Mining actions. We do have Hrodan hammer mining. What does that look like? Oh, alright. We'll let you have that. Recalling. I have the Golden Road recall. We have that on. What is Roseblood Wings? Where do I get that from? That is acquired through purchase, promotion, or event. Okay. Hie yourself home from Carnival of Fate on Blood Red Wings. I'm not sure I want to do that one. Rune collecting. We already have Frost Dragar gathering. So there you go. Emotes. We have a few. What does that do? Righty-ho. That's fun. What does that do? I like it. I'm going to have to remember that one. Let's plant yourself. Okay. All right. Let's stop mucking around. I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. We have had an episode of crafting and decorating and making our home more of a home. But I think on that note, I am going to leave you. If you've enjoyed it, please hit like. If you want to see more of this kind of thing, see me playing with my houses more, doing more furnishing, please let me know in the comments. If you have a particular house you'd like to see me work on, also please let me know that in the comments. And I will start to do more episodes focused on flipping Tamrain houses. I've only just started at it, so you can see I'm still getting my head around it. But if you do want to see more of that kind of episode, please let me know. If there's a direction you want to see Tamrain particularly explore, also let me know in the comments. But guys, on that note, I am going to leave you. And I'll check you later. Take care.